This is the last week of 2022. Can you believe it? We are done. This year is done. What happened? Where did the year go? More importantly, how are you going to start off 2023? Are you going to start off on a good note? Or are you going to start off with the 2022 dragging behind you? Let's decide to start 2023 off with the most amazing advice. We're going to talk about the 4 best business success tips that I've got for you. So let's dive in. All right, so before we get started, I do want to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success for 2023. That's why I really want to see you inside the Fill Your Calendar with Clients training. I want to make sure that come next week, when you set foot into the brand new year as a business owner, that first Monday of the new year, you're like, let's do this. Let's do this right. I want to make sure that you are getting exactly what it is that you need in order to succeed without having to spend painful hours online. Let's not do that, okay? So fill your calendar with clients right now. Start 2023 off with a bang. All right, so as promised, we're going to talk about the 4 best business success advice tips I've got for you to round out 2022 to set you off into 2023 successfully. Number 1, constantly try to make your customers happy. Now, is the customer always right? Let's be real, it's 2022. The customer is not always right, but one of the biggest takeaways from Warren Buffett that I have ever had is try to always make your customers happy. Now, we all know who he is, whether your opinions are good or bad or whatever on him. He is still a financial genius. Truly, to this day, he is still considered the biggest financial wizard genius out there. Okay. We cannot discount that fact. He is brilliant. Okay. Personality aside, person aside, he is a financial brilliant person. One of his biggest tips is to constantly try to make your customers happy, because if you don't have happy customers, you don't have a business. So whether you're doing a business deal or whether you're trying to sell a product, a service, a course, a training, or whatever it is that you've got, you want to make sure that you are constantly keeping in mind who it is you're serving, who it is that you're helping, who it is that you are putting these things out there for. Okay, you want to constantly try to make your customers happy. Give them what they need, answer the questions that they have. If they're having difficulties, make sure that you are trying to help them overcome those things. When you make your customers happy, you are going to have a much easier time retaining clients, getting new clients, getting recommendations for new clients, and all of the above. So try to make your customers happy. When you start your business day, what is the number one thing you're going to do to make your ideal people smile? What is it that you're going to do this week that's going to set you apart from others, that is going to make people go, oh, I absolutely love this. This is amazing. I need more of this, right? What is it that you're going to be doing to make that happen? Number 2, be very clear. Be abundantly clear on your purpose and your passion for your business. I absolutely love nothing more than when I see a mom turned mompreneur get her first round of sales, or take that level of sales that she's been at and double it, or take that first vacation because she can finally afford to do it without having to worry about income. When I have a client who pays for all of her Christmas gifts for her kiddos months in advance because she doesn't have to worry about the money, that freaking lights my pants on fire. I love it. That is the biggest thing for me. I absolutely love watching you guys succeed. What is it that you do in your business that you absolutely love? I love giving you the tools that it takes to get clients right now in your business, because we don't have the time to filter through all of them BS that's out there and try to figure out what works, what doesn't. Is this going to work for me? Maybe it's not going to work for me. I want to help fast track you. Thus, I put together things like the Business Builders Bundle and Content is Cash Academy and 100 Days of Content Minutes, because faster is always better. It is always better. Or Fill Your Calendar with Clients. All of these things I put together with you in mind to make sure that you can fast track your success while doing it properly, right? But because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that you are succeeding in all of the goals that you have set out for yourself. So I want you to be very, very, very clear on your purpose and your passion. Why is it that you're doing what you're doing? Do you love it? Or if you're just like, well, I'm in it because Susie said that I was going to make money. And so I thought I'd do it in hopes that I could make money. If you don't love what you do, you're not going to make the money. You're not going to make the money. I know, something that nobody wants to admit, but if you don't truly love what you do, you don't it doesn't light your pants on fire. Why we're going with that. But if you are not happy with what you do, you're not going to want to do it. You're not going to show up. You're not going to show up in your best version of yourself. And you're not going to give your ideal clients exactly what they need because it is a chore to you. Be very clear on your purpose and your passion. And if something that you're doing is no longer something that sets your pants on fire, find something else that does, or supplement what you do in order to find the joy again. We've all been through ruts. 2022 was a terrible rut year for me, for my business, mentally, emotionally, physically. It was very hard. It was very hard. And not to dive too deep into it, I was very called to do a whole bunch of other stuff that wasn't business related. But I still very much love my business. But I also know that I had to take a step back to do other things that I really, really loved, which is where I started my second business of the year, Neuro Creations. And I actually create things with yarn. And I love it. And it gives me an outlet. And it's something that's fun and it's entertaining. And I can make all sorts of fun things. No, I'm not promoting my business here, but it gave me an outlet. It allowed me to step back and do something that I enjoyed. I made a hobby into a business, and it actually allowed me to focus more on this business and really find the joy back in it because I was able to continue to do what I love and be able to serve my community. So be very clear on your purpose, on your passion, and what it is that you enjoy doing. Number 3, never accept failure as the end. Okay? Just because you hit a roadblock, just because you hit a plateau, just because you hear no a lot does not mean that you should stop. Just because you fail at something, you put together something and it's phenomenal and you've worked yourself up and it didn't go right, does not mean that you should stop. That failure just means you learned another way not to do something. You just got to keep going. You got to pick yourself up and walk on forward. We've all failed. There is not a single business owner out there who has not failed in one form or another. I've had a number of failed launches that turned around and I launched the exact same thing in a little different way, and it was a wildly successful launch. So it's not always that your product or your service isn't what's necessary, it's maybe how you're launching it. So if something flops, don't stop, redirect, and find a different way to put yourself out there. Okay? So never accept failure as the end. It is not the end. It is just a new way not to do it. And number 4, pivoting. Pivoting is absolutely okay. Your business direction is going to constantly ebb and flow. And you guys are going to see a whole bunch of new stuff come 2023. A lot of the old stuff is going. There's going to be a whole lot of new stuff, and it's going to be even better and more amazing because pivoting is crucial in your business. Now, I will also add this, even though I told you not to fail and stop, there is going to come a time in some businesses where you realize that you're just like, no, I can't do this. This is not what I want to do. This is not what I'm meant to do. This is not what I'm going to continue to do. And you just go in a completely different direction. Been there, done that numbers of times. I started out as a health and wellness professional. I was a certified, or am a certified personal trainer and nutritionist. And it's just not something that I could do full time, all the time, and sustainably. I love it. I still do it. I still very much help people in that journey, but it is not something that I can do full time because it is draining. It is draining. And then when I had a child, it was not something that I wanted to do all the time anymore. Thus, at home entrepreneur and Mommies on a Mission was born. It is okay to pivot. The beautiful thing about that is that towards the end of my personal training and nutrition guidance, I was taking my clients who I loved working with and turning them into business owners themselves. I had a lot of clients who wanted to open supplement companies, and I was helping them build their businesses. And I had clients who wanted to become personal trainers themselves, and we were building them their own clientele, all these things. So business planning, business coaching, business mentoring is something that I have done for many, 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 many years, 18 to be exact. So it wasn't a huge change. And 9 times out of 10, your pivot isn't going to be a huge change. It's going to be a redirect. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're stopping. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to end. It doesn't mean necessarily that you're quitting. It just means that sometimes you need to do a redirect in order to continue to succeed in your business. So it is a fresh year. Next, this coming Monday is going to be 2023, and you have a clean slate, and you're going to start off the year right. You're going to fill your calendar with clients because you're amazing, and it's going to be awesome, and you're going to be set for success because you're going to constantly try to make your customers happy, because you are going to be very clear on your purpose and your passion, because you are never going to accept failure as the end. And it's not the end. It is just a different way not to do something, and you are going to know that it is okay to pivot. It is okay. It is 100% okay. New year, new you. Right? Isn't that how it works? Mama's 2023 is a hop, skip, and a jump away. I cannot wait to see what you do in the new year. And I will see you right back here next year. I know, cheesy. See you Monday. Bye.